you don't need, because you will end up with uneconomical actually. So minimum AST is required. So minimum AST you can take 0.15 percentage. Yeah, 0.15 percentage of the gross area, meaning 0.15 divided by 100 into 1000 into 100. This 1000 is for 1 meter and this is thickness. So you will get 150 millimeter square. 150 millimeter square. Okay. So let us find out the area of I think use 8 mm dia bars and spacing is equal to spacing of 8 mm dia bars. So spacing you will get, the spacing is you can find it out like pi into pi d square by 4 into 1000 divided by 150. It will come 1000 divided by 150. This will come around 334. Okay, so let us use 8 dia bar at 250 center to center. It's better to provide 250 because your maximum S spacing should not be more than 3D. D is your 100 mm, so maximum 300. So let us give 250, not a problem. Right? So everything is solved now. The next step is for us is to, so your dome design is over actually. So see, this is your dome. Sorry, this is your cross section. If I take, no, it will be like this, right? So this is your reinforcement, what you have calculated now. You will be providing at the center. Okay, because since here is a stress concentration is more, what we do is we will just bend it like this here, and this bar, this bar will come here to the center and you will bend it here actually. Okay, so this is the like this. So both it is 8 dia at 250 center to center. This is also 8 dia at 250 center to center. Okay, and in the, if you see here in surface, these bars, you can, let me draw in different color. Okay, these bars you can provide like this here, because these bars, if you extend here, what happens is congestion will be there. So no need to extend the bar. Wherever that congestion is there, you can reduce it. So these bars are 8 dia at 250 center to center. Then your next, this is meridial bars. Other one is like this. This bars you can put it like this. This bar 8 dia at 250 center to center. Normally what they will do here, at site, what they do is they will make a what you call the mesh here like this. 8 dia at both ways, 8 dia to 50 center. Then these bars they will provide like this. Okay, so hope this is clear. Now the next step is the design of ring beams. That is an important last step. Step number 6, design of ring beams. So it is, as I told you in the case, other spherical domes case, same way here, this is your conical dome. It comes like this, right? It comes like this, and it has to sit on a beam like this. This is called a ring beam. So this ring beam we need to design. Okay, so let us see what is the force coming on the ring beam. So let me draw here. This is your dome. Okay, this is your center. This is theta. This is theta. and as we have seen, this will be having a tensile force will be coming here. I mean your normal the meridian thrust. Okay, so this will have two components. One is, if this is theta, this will be T sine theta, and this will be T cos theta. Two things will be there like this. Okay, so T sine theta is the one which will be acting on the ring beam. So if this is the ring beam, it will be acting on the ring beam will be T sine theta, and this is your D. Okay, so as you have seen before, the force acting on the ring beam will be T sine theta into D by 2, because throughout the full beam, full ring beam, this will be there, T sine theta everywhere. So if you take half T sine theta into D by 2. Okay, so for this force we need to design the ring beam. Okay, so let us the force for which the beam has to be designed, P is equal to T sine theta into D by 2. So T is nothing but we already calculated, 58.2 sine 68 degree 12 minute into D is what is the diameter of the D is 20 by 2. 20 meter is the opening, I mean the opening for which the dome has to be created. So simplifying or calculating, you will get 540 kilonewton. Okay, so next step is find out area of steel. Area of steel, you know that force by stress, sigma st. This is nothing but 540 into 10 to the power 3, converting into Newton, divided by 230. Because sigma st I told you it is 230 and 140 you can take. Okay, since we are using Fe 415, let us take 230. So this will come around 2349 millimeter square. Okay, now you would have seen like the force acting on the conical dome will be higher than the spherical dome actually. Okay, so the beam will be costly. So number of bars. So 23 means let us use 32 dia bar or 25 dia bars. Okay, so number of bars is equal to AST 2349 divided by pi by 4 into area of 1 bar, 32 square by d square by 4. So this is equal to what is coming, 2349 divided by 3.14 divided by 4 into 32 square is equal to 3 bars, approximately 3 numbers. 3 numbers are coming. Okay, so the next step is finding out the. So what is that we found out? We found out the area of steel, 1, 2, 3. But we don't know what is B and what is D. How much is width, how much is depth of the beam should be provided, we don't know. So let us calculate dimensions of the beam. Okay, dimensions of the beam. How do we calculate the dimensions of the beam? As we have done before, you know that stress in concrete, axial compressive stress in concrete is equal to P divided by area of concrete plus M minus 1 into AST. Okay, so sigma. So as you can see here, sigma Cc is the axial compressive stress in concrete, which we have seen. It is for IS from this IS 456 page 81. You will get sigma Cc as sigma Ct. Sigma Ct. This one is for actual tensile stress in concrete actually. Okay, because this one we will get from IS 3370 part 2 table 1. Okay, so this is 1.3 for M25 concrete and P is 540 into 10 to the power 3 divided by AC we don't know, plus M is 11. So we have done lot of times, because M is equal to 280 divided by 3 sigma CBC. 280 divided by 3 sigma 3 sigma C. Sigma CBC is, you will get it from IS 456 page 81. Okay, so substituting this one, you will get 11 minus 1 into AST. AST is, you can write 2349, because actually the actual provide AST we should write. Okay, whatever it is fine here. So actually, otherwise if you provide the AST, because 3 numbers, so this you can write like this: 3 numbers of 30 diabar. So 3 into pi into 30 to pi d square by 4. So this will give AC is equal to okay, let us, how much is coming, let us see. Yeah, approximately 390 okay, millimeter square. So assume that both B and D are same, so therefore B is equal to D is equal to root of this one. So it will come approximately, I think 650 mm. Okay, so what you can do is, your ring beam will be like this. Okay, this is 650, this is also 650, this 1 2 3 bars. So if you draw the your dome, it will be like this. Do it like this, like this. This is your ring beam. Okay, ring beam. You can provide the bar like this. This bar will come like this. This bar can go inside the beam. So this is the hoop reinforcement, and here 1 2 3 bars. 1 2 3 bars. This is 650. This is 650. Thickness is 100. So this is 8 dia at 250 center to center. And this stirrups, stirrups we have not designed. You can give the minimum 8 dia at 200 center to center. That is sufficient. Otherwise you can find out like this: SV is equal to 0.87 Fi into ASV divided by 0.4B. You will get say minimum is sufficient actually. Okay, I think that is the end. Thank you.